Hi my loves, I'm back with probably the most requested video. Finally, my eyebrow tutorial. So if you guys would like to know how to go from this to this, then just keep on watching. I seriously have this brow routine like down. Like I will never have a bad brow day as long as I do this routine. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and the first thing I do is just brush up my brows. Just make sure they're nice and combed. Okay, so for the most part, I always use a brow pencil. This time around, I'm going in with Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. I love this pencil. It just has such a fine tip and it's so easy to work with. So I'm just going in and underlining my brow from the bottom all the way down to the tail. Okay, so once you've got the line down, I'm going to begin to fill in the brow a little bit. And I begin at the front of the brow. Just take my pencil and make short little strokes upwards all the way through. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can just see what I'm doing. Just flicking my pencil up and out all the way through. So once I'm kind of satisfied with the way it looks, I just take my spoolie and I brush that out a little bit just to make sure I don't make my brows too dark. I just like to brush them out as I go. And for the top of the brow, it's basically the same thing that I just did at the bottom. Just that instead of flicking my pencil up, I'm flicking it down and just creating little strokes. This just mimics little hairs and it makes the brows look a little more natural as opposed to just creating like one straight line. So I just do this all the way down to the tail. So I'm just gonna brush them out one last time, and now I'm gonna show you guys my little hack. This honestly makes my brows. I just take a bar of soap and I spray it with some setting spray. Then rub my spoolie on it once it's nice and damp, and I brush out my brows with this. This just makes the biggest difference in my opinion. This is what makes my brows look more natural and super nice and fluffy. It's just, I don't know, it just makes them look so good. So once you've got your brows all nice and filled in, we're going to go in and clean up the bottom of the brows. I'm just going to take some concealer and a flat brush. And right here you're going to see me struggle a little bit because this isn't the brush I usually use. You're going to see me switch over to my brush in just a bit. But I'm just going to begin to clean up the bottom. I just like to really take my time with this step because I want to make sure that my brows are going to look really nice and clean and sharp. And here's my brush. But yeah, I just do this all the way through. I don't clean up the top of the brow. I just prefer the way this looks. I just think it looks a little more natural. But if you would like to, you can. So lastly, I'm just blending out that concealer just so it's all nice and blended and there's no harsh edges. And I'm just gonna set my brows now, and I'm using Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This stuff is like glue for your eyebrows. I just run this through a little bit and make them even more fluffier. And lastly, I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone, and we're all done, you guys. I hope you guys love this brow tutorial. Please let me know what else you guys would like to see, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.